How to create this part in Fusion 360? Coming up. Hey guys, Dale here. And if you're looking for some Fusion 360 exercises, be sure to check out the playlist or download them at techandexpresso.com. Alright guys, so after you have successfully downloaded the reference images that I provided for you guys in the description below, we can now start bringing them into our Fusion 360 scene. So first thing I want to do is just go up to this top right icon that says Insert, select it. Now go down to Insert from my computer and just go to the directory where you stored these on your computer. And the one we want to grab first is Blueprints Front. Hit Open. And we'll just make our way to the front view here so we can select this plane. And it's displayed perfectly, so we'll just hit OK. Now we want to go to the top view because we have one more image we want to use as a reference. So Insert from my computer. Now we're going to grab this top image here. Now select our plane to display it on. And we need to rotate this 90 degrees so Blueprints reads correctly. So let's just select this circular widget here and just type in 90. Hit enter. And quickly you see that it's now aligned perfectly. So let's make our way back to the front view. Now, typically, when you bring in any type of reference, you want to have some type of dimensions to go off of, but not always will you have that. So that's what this video is more, guided towards, teaching you how to model from reference. So let's just get into it. First thing I'm going to do is go to Create Sketch here, select our 2D plane. And one prominent shape that I see here is this rectangular shape, which is revolved around, which gives you this cylindrical primitive here. So let's use the 2-point rectangle, which you see here at the top left. And if you don't have this for some reason, you can always press R on the keyboard, which is a keyboard shortcut. Or you can go to the Create drop down, go to Rectangle, 2-point rectangle. Now that we have that, we also want to make sure that we all are on the same page and make sure we have snapping the grids checked on. Just to ensure that, just go down here to this grid icon, select it, and ensure you have a check where it says snaps to grid. And once that's completed, we can now move forward and you see it snaps. So what I want to do is just zoom in here on the center line, click once, and we're only doing 1/2 of this because we're going to be doing a revolve after this. So I'll bring it to about here, white dot. Now we have this outlined perfectly. Right click, hit OK. And now you see we have this profile. Now we can go to Finish Sketch. And what we want to do is just have this revolve around. So what I want to do is go to this icon here. And if you don't see it here, go to Create, Revolve. And it's selected the whole entire profile. Now we just need an axis to revolve it from. And the axis that we're going to choose will be this center line that goes right down the middle. And quickly you see that we have this cylinder shape now. So we can hit OK. Now, one good thing about Fusion 360 is there's never really a wrong way. There's so many ways to do the same thing. So I could have created a fillet on the sketch, but instead I'm going to do it on the body level. So let's hit F on the keyboard to bring up fillet. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go to Modify, Fillet, which also indicates that you can use F as a hotkey. So select that. And we want to just select this border here. And then we can just middle mouse to scroll in, zoom in, and then we can just eyeball this. And you see we have the guideline here, which indicates where this needs to be. Once you're satisfied, you can just right click and go to OK. Now we need to model this secondary body. So we need to go back to Create Sketch, select our 2D background or plane. And now we can start, getting some of these shapes knocked out. So first thing I'm going to do is use the line tool. And it's right here. And if you don't see it here, you can always go to Create, Line, and the keyboard shortcut is L. So after selecting that, now we can start. What I want to do is just choose a point here, and I want to have it intersecting with this other body here. So I'll choose here, go down, and I'll actually have it extrude beyond this body. So I'll bring it beyond this body here. And now I'll bring this line over here. And there's a lot of ways to go about getting these shapes that you see. I can use an arc. So I'll just show you that really quick. Let me right click, hit OK to get out of line. Let's go to create arc, 3-point arc. And from this point to here, see it matches perfectly. Right click, hit OK. And now we can use the line tool once again, and we'll just use the keyboard shortcut so we can get familiar with using different methods. So we press L from this point to this point perfectly. Right click, hit OK. Now, there's a few different ways we can go about getting this circular sketch. We can use this icon here above, which is also the keyboard shortcut is C, or you can go to create circle and you see it's here, circle diameter circle. But what I want to use, since we don't have a center point to guide us, I'm going to use 2-point circle. So what that allows me to do is pick any point on this perimeter, drag outwards, and just select a secondary point to create it. We can right click, hit OK. Now we can just extrude this shape, this profile we have. So we'll select it, right click, press pull. Let's make our way to the top view so we can have some guides. So we can pull this arrow either up or down, it doesn't matter. And then what I want to do is change the operation from cut to new body, as well as change the direction from one side to symmetric, so it mirrors it on the other end. Right click, hit OK. And if you zoom in close, you can see that at some point they don't connect, and that's fine, because all we need to do is just rotate around and select this face, this back face. And that's the back face of this secondary body here. So once we have that, we can right click, press pull, and back in the front view, we can just pull this closer. Then we'll right click, hit OK. And now we have it. So what we want to do now is ensure that this lines up with the bottom of the cylinder shape. So what we'll do is split this off, and we'll go to modify, split body, choose the body that we want to split, and that will be this body here. And where it says splitting tool, we'll select this, and we'll select the bottom of this cylinder, and we'll hit OK. Now let's open the bodies tab here so we can see the list. And what we want to do is get rid of this piece. So we'll right click after selecting it and go to remove. And now it lines up perfectly. Now we just need to combine these. But before we combine it, we need to do a pattern so we can duplicate this around. So let's go to create, pattern, circular pattern. And where it says type, ensure to change faces to bodies so we can select the entire object. And where it says objects, we want to pattern this. So this will be the object. Where it says axes, we're going to select that. And we're going to use this perimeter around this cylinder here. And then change the quantity to 3 if it's not already set there. And back in the front view, you see that everything matches up perfect. And let's also ensure from the top view, since we have this as a guide, everything matches up as well. So let's hit OK. Let's just get a quick look at this. Let's toggle off our canvas. This looks great. Now, this is optional. We're actually done, but if you want, we can combine this just for sake of presentation. So to combine this, we'll go to modify, combine, and for the target body, we're going to select this giant cylinder, and where it says tool bodies, we'll just select all 3 of these. Ensure the operation is on join, and we'll hit OK. Now it's all one body. And as you can see, the bottom lines up as well. There's no artifacts. So we'll select the bottom face, go to create sketch, and I'm just gonna freestyle this. And I'll use this circle diameter circle tool. And remember the hotkey for that is C on the keyboard. And from the center point, we'll click once, drag out, and then we can actually toggle back on the canvas so we can have a reference point. And there you go. Right click, hit OK. And I'm going to select this profile since we're still in sketch mode. Right click and go to press pull. Now we can pull this upwards to about here. And you see it's highlighted red indicates it's going to do a cut operation. And once you're satisfied, hit OK. And we are done, guys. Let's toggle off the canvas. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.